I don't think people do this correctly. I actually think a lot of people have poor alignment and then make bad swings because of it. Or, on the other hand, is there anything more frustrating of making a good swing and it going in the rubbish because you weren't aiming in the correct position? Today, I'm going to tell you some tricks of aiming from the tee and from the fairway as well. So let's start off from the tee here. We always grab a tee peg out, grab my driver. I always go through the same routine. I would stand behind the golf ball, or where I was going to tee the golf ball up. I would then pick out my target. I would trace that intermediate target from where it is in the far ground to a dot just in front of me. Placing my ball down, I keep myself fixated on that point just in front of me, which is just here. This is the trick. I actually line my golf ball up to go through that point. So I know that line on the golf ball right there, close up, is exactly where I need to aim. That whole process takes no longer than 5 seconds, but it's going to save you shots out on the golf course. Too many players aim right, swing left, aim too far left, swing left and hit it left into the rubbish. There's nothing more frustrating than actually doing that. That simple trick of standing behind the golf ball, tracing that line back to where the ball is, and then as I keep my ball in my hand, I'm fixated on that point in front of me. I place that line pointing exactly at my intermediate target. Straight away now, I'm in, place the club down. All I've got to do is make right angles between the club and the line, build my stance parallel to the line on the top of the ball. All I've got to do now is swing away, trust my alignment and not second guessing myself. And that will honestly, oh, that was peach pie baby fade. That will honestly save you so many shots. You'll be able to swing freer. You'll actually probably hit it further without even trying. Now you see how simple that was, and that can save you shots. That will honestly save you so many shots out on the golf course. Stop making the errors. Join you down the fairway. So we've done the hard work now. I thought I'd hit the fairway, I actually hadn't. It's a really nice hit though. In no trouble at all. So we've done the hard work, we've got it off the tee and we've chosen our alignment, and it makes sure we can swing free. So I'd go through the same process, or a similar process I should say. Get my bushel out of my bag, I would laser what the flag was, so 123 to the flag, choose my weapon of choice. So I'm gone pitching wedge. Pitching wedge is a nice comfy shot, and I always tend to want to hit a more comfy shot if I can, and comfy is my kind of hands height to hands height. Try and stay away from really hard fast swings and those half shots. It's a hard thing to do. I now would make 2 practice swings behind the ball. One, feeling a certain swing thought. The second, almost keep myself fixated on the target. As I'm doing this, I'm again tracing that line all the way back to the golf ball. And unfortunately now we can't touch the golf ball and line it up to that point. But I put my club up, I trace it all the way back, I bring my club back down to the golf ball, back up to the flag, back down to the golf ball, pick that point out just in front. I actually feel like I make a red line all the way to the flag, create a 90-degree angle between that and the golf ball and my leading edge of my golf club. I'm now ready to pull the trigger. I'm now in a position where I know my alignment is perfect towards target. We can now trust it, hit it, and that will give you so much more, well, freedom is the word I'd use. Absolute freedom out on the golf course to pull the trigger and swing down your target line. I know I've done this so many times. I know my alignment's not been great, but I've still hit the shot. Why do we do that? Why do we do that? Please comment down below if that's something that you have done. I'm guilty, so I'm going to put a thumbs up there as well and say I've done that. I'd love to know if you've done it as well. And hopefully sticking to this little routine gives you some comfort, it gives you some freedom that helps you play some better golf shots. It's crazy. So if you do that, by the way, I want you to make a promise with me as well, okay? I want you to have a little jar at home, 50p jar we're going to call it. Every time that you pull the trigger on a shot, but you're not aiming right, or you know you're not aiming right and you're not comfortable, I want you to put 50p in the jar. We'll soon stop doing it. Now look at this here, middle of the green, really nice. And it's worth saying, to be honest, if the flag is not your target because it's a tough flag to go at and you're playing as your tactic is middle of the green, your process stays the same. You would stand there just right of the flag or just left of the flag, up, down, fixate yourself on that point just in front of you, then you build your stance around it. Imagine that line all the way towards target, imagine it there, build that leading edge at 90 degrees to it. Guess what? You're going to pull off some more great shots every single time. Hopefully we can convert this. Who thinks I make birdie here? Who thinks I make birdie? Who's got my support, or who have I got the support of? You know, I've really started to really enjoy my golf at the minute. And I said last week in a vlog that I did with Josh, it helps me because, like, I very often or in the past haven't really played with my friends. So in this video, tag your 3 best golf mates down below who you play the most golf with. It'd be great to kind of see who's playing golf and where you're playing golf, so tag them down below and put where you all play at. It'd be great to hear where you're all playing. So could you use the same process with putting? Yes, you can. I'd always line my line up on my golf ball to where I want the ball to start. Again, I would pick it out, I'd read the green, and I build that right angles between the line on my golf ball and the front leading edge of my putter. I now all have to do is rock back, rock through, and I can trust every single time. I promise, guys, that was one take. Doesn't usually happen. So you can see how using that line from the tee, using that line on the green is a great way of creating a 90-degree angle between that line. So exactly what I've done there. Can we match them up on my putter, or on a driver, can we use that leading edge? That's really going to transform the way you line up. It's going to give you confidence, and I really do mean that. I've done this with high handicap players, lower handicap players. It gives them so much more confidence. Thank you so much for watching this week's Miracle Monday. I really hope that's a simple thing you can use in every department of your game. Driver, irons, chipping and putting. Use the line, it will transform the way you line up out on the golf course. If you did enjoy this content, guys, please do hit that big red subscribe button and that bell notification to not miss any of the daily content coming up.